Well, good evening, and today I've got a very special wine. This is a Cru Bourgeois, very good buy for Medoc 2019 Château, Trois, Manoirs. And we're looking at 13%, and it tells you just what's in there, and it's aged 12 months in French oak barrels. It's 55% Cabernet Sauvignon, 35% Merlot, 5% Malbec, and wait for this, 3% Petit Verdot, 2% Cabernet Franc. Now, what about that? Okay, there's toasty oak and some crushed berry fruit. So let's have a look at this and see where we can get to. Now, it is a little tiny bit too cold. So this is a moment when you'll want to heat the wine, in your hand, like so. I'm going to try this one in two different glasses and see what kind of effect I get. And then I'm going to try the wine again in a couple of days' time and see, if just a little bit of time in the bottle and also a little bit more warmth will make an appreciable difference. It's not the easiest capsule, as you can see. Right, so this is very exciting. This one is a present to me from a student of mine who is 86 years old, has just today had a new knee, as you do. You pop to the dentist and get a new tooth, and pop to the hospital and get yourself a new knee. And she is working towards her grade 6 piano exam, which she hopes to take in about 3 weeks' time. New knee or no new knee, but as she says, you don't play the piano with your knee, do you? So it's just a matter of keeping going. Time is the essence, it's the stuff of which life is made. Let's slosh this carefully, of course, and beautifully. Oh, it's quite a good sort of aged look in there, into two different glasses, a sort of round bottomed and a universal glass, and see where we're going from there. So here we are on the nose. Really lovely would really say really lovely plum colour there. Oh, on the nose, everything you want to get from this sort of Medoc Cru Bourgeois. I have, this is probably just a fairy tale, but I have read that Medoc wine is particularly good for women going through the menopause, as it's got certain minerals that are just gonna, whoop the whoop and hoop the hoop and all that. So menopausal ladies, if you want to get yourself some Medoc, I strongly advise it. But if you are getting some, pass one or two over my way. Well, it doesn't do any harm, does it? The sort of rich, incredible earthiness mixed with licorice and some sort of tar note. I haven't tried it yet. It just the rosy glow that nose gives me. And then in this one, this is a rather large glass, which does take a whole can of Guinness. I'm getting more fruit there, definitely. My gosh, this is going to be one nice wine. You can't tell with these Cru Bourgeois. They are really, really good. This one's fantastic because of the wild amounts of different fruit, but sometimes they can be a little bit disappointing. But this is 5 years, so I'm going to enjoy this one with some lamb and some steak. Not both at the same time. I think I've done well to open this a couple of days before I actually want to drink it with a meal. I just wanted to try it, and I suddenly thought very often this kind of wine just really breathes in the bottle if you just open it a day or two first. That has got so much earthiness, but it's also married with some intense spice. There's a lot of black currant and bramble fruit in there. Beautiful, beautiful label there. No idea how much this would have cost, it's anyone's guess. See, it looks like a £15 to £20 wine to me. Now, in this glass, it's a lot more challenging. It's really, really tart damson. Really tart. So I'll be interested in a couple of days' time to try the 2 glasses again and see what kind of results I'm getting. But I do think a wine like this massively needs to mellow in the bottle over a couple of days if you're really looking forward to, getting a fantastic result with it. And you should get a fantastic result with a bottle on this sort of price level. By far the better glass today. So don't forget, when you do open a wine, try a couple of completely different glasses, because you just don't know. I'm almost getting candle wax in this one. As this particular glass in this particular wine today is just not producing very beautiful notes, but easy enough to transcribe there. And behind me I've got a wine which is a Merlot Syrah from the Château de Bazar. It's bizarre, isn't it? And it was only £3.99 from Aldi's. But unfortunately, when you do get one of these £3.99 wines from Aldi's, 14%, you go back in and they won't have them again. They just seem to get them in as a one-off, and that's it. If you get them, you get them. If you don't, you don't. Very, very nice. Really dark raspberry with licorice. Fabulous, that one. That is a lovely bottle, but what's the use of it if you can't go and get another bottle, So, anyway, my money's on the Medoc today, and I'm going to I think I'll try fillet steak on Friday and lamb on Saturday. And I'm just going to have to pay quite a lot of attention to the temperature at which I serve the wine. Right, because we're getting colder now, and the room temperature that you're serving wine at may not be quite right. So, bear that in mind, even to the point of putting the bottle into some warm water before serving. That's not a bad idea. You might have some other ideas. I mean, you could wrap it in a couple of hot water bottles, But what I would like to say is that unless you live in a hothouse, you probably want to be serving your red wines a little bit warmer than your room temperature at this season. It's worth a thought. See what you think. I just do feel with a really quality wine like this, you're going to lose some of the power structure in the blend if you serve it a little bit too cold.